Alafia family. Ekabo.
Ekabo.
Welcome on into the House of Confirmations. Ashe, Adupwe. Family, is that time we all come together to disconnect, unplug from the matrix. Ashe, also go ahead, take a deep breath in. Be serious with yourself. In through the nose, deep breath in, inhaling them lungs, holding it, exhaling, releasing all of that poison and pressure that was picked up all day while you was plugged into the matrix. Ashe Adupwe family. For those who are new, just in case if you did not know, I am Oya Yemi. I'm an ancestral priest of over 21 years.
I'm Omitola. I'm a diviner, healer, and reader, and we are the House of Confirmations. Ekabo, which means welcome. Welcome on in. Come on in, family. Please remember to like, love, share, and tag. And once you have done those things, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we will be going live with free readings.
Sure.
Family, do y'all know what tonight is? It's Carpool Thursday.
Got a Carpool Thursday? I thought we just had us a carpool day. I say, Alafia family, come on in. You know when coming in that you speak when coming into the house. Ashe Adupwe. Go ahead, like, love, share, tag family on in. Let everybody know it is that time. Come get your messages.
Yes, especially those that have already booked for tonight. Please come on in.
I know I'm gonna go ahead and do my part because I know once Mother Misia get in here, everybody getting tagged.
Alafia, Miss Jaleisha. Alafia, Miss Lioness. Our beautiful Elizabeth.
Alafia family. What we do, family? Y'all win. Lafia Nicole.
Alafia Nicole, your order has been shipped out. Ashe.
No, she didn't make me losing control. You wish you want the West, feeling so. Oh, jingle, and every time I get jingle, jingle. Oh, jingle, she didn't make me go jingle, jingle. How's the way say, I love you, baby, love you, my baby, I love you, my baby, I love you, my baby.
And I said, family, come on in.
Got to punish poverty. We get the mansion and property. We have a discount property. There must be this one for everybody. Them they talk say I no go school. Them they talk say I no.
We're definitely waiting on those that have booked.
But you love the way I combo you.
How's family doing out there? Alafia Ekabo. Mama Misia, I personally tagged you in this time myself because my fingers were getting numb. I don't know how you do it. I do pray. After I did my last one, I was like, all right, that's it.
That was enough.
Yep. If Mama Misia get up on in here, she got the rest. I know she do. Ashe. All right, family. Spirit was over here talking to me for a second. I'm sorry for not chiming you in. But definitely Spirit wanted to talk about the disrespect to women and how the men are not knowing that that is a major curse upon them. And I know we like to get on, individuals when y'all get y'all readings, but a lot in the inbox, and I'm sorry, men pointing us out, okay? It's going to be on us for a second. Right before we open up, family, want to get this up before Spirit get down talking about this. We got to stop disrespecting women and making them cry, making them upset, making them have ill feelings towards us. It's causing a curse. If y'all did not understand why things was not going right in your lives, try that. Just a hunch, because a lot of men come into the inbox and this is one of the main issues that they're dealing with. And they're not realizing it's the women that they cross in their life and they crossing them wrong. So I want to say out to all the men that tune in and watch nice and early, just in case y'all don't like, y'all ain't got an attention span to watch the full thing. Y'all gonna get this early on in. Men, y'all gonna have to really respect the woman. Know that you came from a woman. Every man out there, y'all forget women are mothers. Y'all think the only mother in this world is your mama. And y'all don't realize that these women out here with children are mothers. So we're going to have to really take that into consideration in how we're dealing with the women. Okay? All right.
I do pray for that.
That needed to get out.
And yes, Miss Lioness, we saw your donation that you sent in. That is actually for a 3-card pull. $25 is for the 3-card pull. For the mini crystal ball reading, it is $45. I share all the information is pinned at the bottom. Those are very important messages.
Oh yeah.
Because they're repetitive messages. Exactly. And we hear it all the time, but it's still going on. So there's a message that needs to be heeded. And I love the fact that you spoke on it, because sometimes when women speak on it, we're looked at as we're bashing, we're complaining, we're nagging. But we all can't be, if we're all nagging about the same thing, is it really nagging? If we're all complaining about the same thing, is it really complaining? Or are people using that as an excuse not to heed the message, not to do better? Okay, not to apply it to their lives. As a people, we don't know what's constructive criticism anymore. Okay, if we're not bashing each other and cussing each other and fighting each other, we don't understand when we're trying to help each other. We don't know what it feels like to be given advice to actually help. There's so many people in our community, it is too many people in our community that got something to say is there when people are fighting. You got people watching while the dude is beating on this girl, or a girl is beating on her dude. You got people that sitting around letting people cheat. You know somebody in a relationship, but you'll bring around other people. You'll introduce them to other people. We don't have enough people respecting the code. And we don't have enough people holding each other accountable and holding each other together. We don't have enough people. We don't have enough people supporting relationships. Alafia family. We don't have enough people supporting families, supporting marriages. We don't. We have a lot of people supporting bullshit. We have a lot of people think it's kiki funny to be side chicks, or it's kiki funny to be dealing with a whole bunch of women. Back in the day, the women that they dealt with, they took care of. Men wasn't just laying and sleeping with everyone. They was helping out with groceries, a bill, some milk, something. Okay. Today we all think it's games and it's all funny to be an over-sexualized community. Our community is being ran by sexual demons. Okay, and if y'all don't believe that our energy is out of whack, out of balance when it comes to the root chakra, when it comes to the sexual energy, we got people that's ready to have sex and then want to go get an abortion. We have people that's ready to have sex but ready to go get a plan B. Okay, that's how you know that our community is driven by sex more than it is driven by family. Our communities used to be driven by family, about marrying, about actually reproducing, about making the family grow bigger, carrying on a legacy, okay? Making sure the generations going on. That's what our communities used to be fueled by. That's why the men got up and went to work. That's why the women cooked and cleaned and sewed, because it was about family. Now they gave so many options for our people to opt out of family. You know, you got adoptions, you got abortions, you got welfare. You got so many alternatives besides holding a family together. No one's respecting relationships anymore. No one's rooting for relationships anymore. Everybody think it's funny to take everybody man, and then everybody want to get on the internet and complain about not having one. Well, you lose them just how you get them. And a lot of the morals, a lot of the codes have been broken. And I love the fact that you can speak on the men, because you know I'm definitely going to speak on the females. I've been speaking on the females since I've been going live publicly.
You have, and I've been seeing a change, especially with the goddesses that's in this house, especially the goddesses that comes into the house of confirmation. I can't speak on all of them. I've seen some crazy posts out there, but definitely I've seen the women here come in here one way, and they're changing for the best. Now the men, as we don't, everybody already know, we don't see a lot of the men coming here. So definitely we know that we get a lot of people that view later on once the video is posted. So we want this message to get out. I definitely need the men to hear this message. It's going to go a lot better for us when we respect the women. We tend to forget that we have mothers and grandmothers and great-grandmothers in heaven still watching. See, we get this notion that because they're no longer in the physical, that they're no longer here to watch us do our dumb stuff that we do. We have to understand, just because our mothers are no longer here, don't mean they still was not mothers. Does not mean that they did not still lay a presence down here to let you know what a mother is. Mothers only are women. Can't have it no other way. That's going to go hand in hand. We cannot say that, oh, we love Mother Earth, but go disrespect the woman, when that is the same thing. We as men, we hold a responsibility as protectors of women. Women should not be looking at us afraid. Women should not be looking at us as if they gotta pray that nothing bad happens. They should know that, oh, I'm around a bunch of men. I know I'm protected. I should feel comfortable now. We as men, we have not given that presence. We have not given that presence that women could be comfortable. The children should be comfortable around the men. We as men, we have been dropping the ball. We don't look like that. We want to pick it up. We're still out there being foolish. And I can say this because we have read men from all different ages.
All different ages.
And it seems to be the same issue. And I'm over here telling my baby, I told you I wasn't like them. I didn't know. I didn't know the men really was going through this. A Lafayette family that is tuning on in.
They're not ignoring you all in Lafayette.
We definitely, as men, and I'm glad to see that some of the men are tuning in so that you can help spread this message. We are effing up by messing over the woman. There's no excuse. I know sometimes the woman could get a little aggravating. I know the women could get on our nerves sometimes, but we can't take ourselves out of our body and think that we can deal with them the same way we would deal with another man, some other warrior that's on the battlefield. That's a whole different place, Phil. Now we're confused in the mind, don't know who's the enemy. You're now fighting a delicate woman. Don't matter if she got thorns or she look rough, still a flower. Not every flower should be grabbed and tugged on like that. Some flowers you do gotta be dainty with. I love roses. Roses have thorns though. So if I'm gonna go out and pick a rose, guess what? I'm gonna go very soft and dainty, like to clip that rose. I'm not gonna go grab it with my hand and try to rip it out the daggone. I'm gonna hurt myself more than I hurt the flower.
Wow.
Y'all hear me? Do y'all hear what's going on, man?
Preach, preacher.
Do y'all hear what's going on, fellas? As you're trying to be as masculine as you can with these flowers, with these thorns, you're getting hurt yourself. and now you don't know. Now your grip ain't the same. So if you want to do better for yourself, do better by the woman. And surely the woman's going to do good by you. I have not seen or heard from a woman that says she's not trying her best with a man. Is he just won't get right. We can't keep using the excuse, and there's way more women on this planet than men. So you can't say all these women are just garbage or trash. No. You can't allow garbage, and you got to lift the woman up. If we truly are sons of Adam, we was here first, and our only thing is to lift the woman up, not to keep her down. I hope you understand, fellas.
Very powerful messages. Alafia once again to everyone tuning in. Not ignoring you, but definitely down with spirit, relaying these messages while they're speaking. And we will be getting into those who have booked very soon. We have 8 slots left available for this live. We're doing 10 slots alive. Okay. We already have 2 bookings. We have 8 slots left. And I believe that was very pertinent information. Thank you for that message, Baba. And I would like to piggyback with speaking on the women. That's one thing I love about the House of Confirmations, because we bring you the divine masculine and we bring you the divine feminine. Some people can't handle that power coming from a house because they like biased, opinions. They like biased, or, they like the company without seeing the other side. No, we're going to give it to you from both angles. Okay, we're going to bring it to you from the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Because when we hear the Orishas, they're not all just masculine Orishas. They're not all just male aspects. So they're not all just feminine aspects. Okay. Some are androgynous. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother time. But I would love to piggyback by speaking on the women. The women in our community. Let me first start by the compliments, because that's how our people work. You can't just start throwing daggers. You can't just start bashing because they don't want to hear nothing else. So let's start with the compliments. We love, the community loves the Krystals. We love that we are becoming more aware of other knowledge of other aspects of alchemy, the metaphysics. We love that everybody's getting to the tarot reading, the tarot cards. Love that everybody's getting into their higher selves. Hopefully it's their higher selves and not digging deeper in their lower self. But we love this awakening that's going on with the essence of women, with the essence of the feminine, the felines. They're kicking ass right now. It's a beautiful thing. For the last 8 to 10 years, it's been looking. No, we're not going to talk about the rap song. No. But for the last 10 years, I believe the woman has been on a great rise. Now that that's been said, I want to get on the women. Stop being hypocritical. Stop being fake. Stop being two-faced, because it's going to show. It may not be showing as much right now, but the table is shaking. For instance, when you do see a good man, when a man is taking care of what he's supposed to be taking care of, stop calling him a lame. Stop dogging him. Okay? Stop trying to take advantage, use. There's a lot of good men out here that are being done wrong. It's a lot of good fathers out here that's catching hell to try to be in their children's life. It's a lot of men out here that are good men. It will be great husbands, but they get, put in a friend zone. Okay.
It's a dangerous zone.
Yeah, I'm not speaking back on what, because I already spoke my piece. We could speak again on it if it needs to be spoken on. Definitely don't mind if Spirit wants to speak on that. But the women really, and why women have to stop doing it, it's not cute. First of all, it's not cute. It's not funny to degrade men when they are doing good. You see a good man, all you want to do is find a way to how to sex him and get some money from him. We got to get out of that attitude. We do, for real. Why? Because other men out there see that. Other men see that good men don't get respect. Other men see that. Other men see how unhappy some men are in relationships. Some men see how their men are getting dogged out by women. Men are getting talked to any kind of way. And then they also see the respect that the ain't shit niggas get. They also see how many chances a nigga that's cheating get. How many chances a nigga that's beating on a woman get. How many babies a man can make that's not with any of his baby mamas. They also see that as well. They also see the attention that men that are in their lower selves get. The men that are standing out on the streets all day, the ones that are selling drugs, they do get more respect than a man working a 9-to-5 today, or a man that owns his own business today. And if y'all don't believe us, take a walk outside in your neighborhood. Women will respect a nigga out there on the streets. Okay, not saying nothing wrong with a street dude, but at a certain point in time, we need you, progressing the streets, not trying to still take advantage of the streets. Gonna feed you forever, brother. We got women that will respect a man out there that's not at the home with the family, and will disrespect the man that is trying to do, because they're corny, or they may not be as attractive, or whatever. Because what y'all deem is attractive is not good. All that, I need a real man, I need a rough, all that shit. Shun said the same thing with Ogun. We need balance in our community. Okay, we need families. We need, our people wonder why. Okay, I always looked at that. And I'm a smart ass. I don't know if y'all know, I got a very smart math. Somebody posted today, where was Jesus when all these people was being, captive, was being enslaved, was being murdered, was, going through the Jim Crows, was going through the civil rights movement? Where was Jesus then? And I'm like, can we not say the same for the Orishas? Are these Orishas just 20 years old? Are they just 2 years old? Were these Orishas just found when you found out about them? Or were these Orishas here the whole time? So for those who's asking where Jesus was doing all this, I have to ask the same thing. Where was the Orishas? Where were your ancestors? Okay, that's one. That's how hypocritical our community is. Very, very hypocritical community. Very.
Same people to say, ye are gods. Hey, I'm a god, I'm a goddess, but I don't follow the Bible. The same people.
Yeah, at first, our people thought it was money. They thought our communities was torn apart because of money. They thought men wasn't in the homes because of money. They thought women was bitter and mean because of money. But our people have money. Let's tell the truth. Our people got jobs. Our people got hustles. Our people on welfare. Our people got money. Let's stop acting like the melanated community is one of the most impoverished communities. No, it's not. Our melanated people are doing real good compared to a couple of years ago. Okay? We're doing good financially. It's what we spend money on. That's what our community is lacking. Our communities are buying more Jordans than they are land. Okay? Our people will rather get on food stamps to get groceries versus grow their own crops. This is what our community is lacking, the essence of life skills, of the village skills. And we're going to keep running in that same rut until, as a community, we can agree on something. It's people in the spiritual community that still don't agree on things. It's people in the ATRs, in the diaspora that still don't agree on things. So we got a lot of healing to do. Oh, yeah. A lot of healing to do, family. All right, we know we got a couple of readings booked. Alafia to you all, family.
Alafia, family. I hope y'all got your crowns on there, out there, goddesses. For my kings, my gods out there, make sure that you got your head wraps off, your caps off.
Yes. Alafia to you, Shay. Alafia, Miss Tiffany. Alafia, Frank. Alafia, Miss Fancy. Alafia, Brother Aaron.
Share Alafia family. Hope y'all still tuning in. I hope those messages didn't fly by anybody.
I see. Okay, $15 is for the carpool family. It says what the service is first, and then it has the price afterwards. So $15 is not for the mini readings. That is for the carpool. $25 is for the mini readings, and $45 is for the mini crystal ball reading. Ashe.
Ashe. Yeah, get the message for yourself.
Oh no, we go live when we're available. But there's so many private readings. When you want to actually schedule your own time, I recommend you actually book a private reading. But when you book it for live, we only can go live when we're available, because at 6 o'clock could already been booked. Someone has already booked for that slot.
Yeah, which normally happens during the day. We are totally booked up in the inbox. So that's why we go live night.
Yeah. Yeah. We only go live when we're available. There are people booking in the inbox all day long. It's people booking days ahead. It's people booking weeks ahead. So we are literally going live when we are available. So if you want a 6 p.m. time, that needs to be a personal reading. If not, we will always alert you all when we are available to go live. So I will wait till your mom is available, and we'll try our best to schedule around that time. Days ahead is people booking weeks ahead. So we are literally going live when we are. So, and tomorrow is Friday. I know those get real busy. Let's see next, who do we have? We have Miss Christine Nunez for a mini reading. Then we have Shay for a card pull. And then we have Jaleisha Cole for a card pull.
Sure.
As we're speaking on a song, Rob, it's playing now.
Yeah, I was looking for the remote control. So all right, this is gonna play down. And so, since y'all like, I'm gonna go ahead and say something about the song real quick. Since y'all like the WAP song so much, I'm gonna tell y'all what men really like. That cap, that clean. Okay, just let y'all know it has nothing to do about it being wet out there. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all thought that was a thing, okay, it's more about hygiene.
Yeah, because we're not getting, it's not too many good words going around when it comes to feminine hygiene. And y'all think we playing. No.
It's not a joke.
It's too many times that it's been brought up about females having problems down there. So we just hoping that most of that WAP out there ain't clap. Hope y'all ain't got the clap thinking it's WAP. It's some hygiene. It's the things as readers that we got to hear.
Yeah.
This job ain't for the faint. Okay. They said she used to stink. See, now it's coming out. Now it's coming out.
Well.
Megan, not Megan Good, but Megan Thee Stallion, her last dude said she was musty. You know.
Well.
People think as long as it's wet, it's fine. No, it got to be wet and clean. And if you eat a whole bunch of nasty shit, and when we say nasty, not saying that they didn't season it right. We talking about it don't do the body good.
Right.
You cannot think that your shit just wet with water and all you eat is red meat, flesh and blood, processed foods, okay, fast food, shellfish with butter and garlic, or all type of bottom feeders, catfish, all type of animals that are unclean. And probably the only time you have water is when you brush your teeth. Okay. If you don't have a nice alkaline diet, means that you're eating those vegetables, you're eating the fruit that have the natural waters going through. Your stuff is not wet with water. Your stuff is only secreting anything that you're taking in. So some of y'all done hit these licks and been eating crab balls every 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
You are what you eat.
Wet. Gonna hit the man nose before anything.
Wet with crab ball juice.
Oh Lord. All right, let's go ahead and open up in prayer, family. Glad we got that out before spirit came down. Ain't embarrassing my mothers and fathers. Oh Lord. All right. On me tutu. Oh na tutu. Ile tutu. Tutu ekongo. Tutu. Orisha. Oludemai mojuba. Bogboy ko lo atin balase. Oludemai mojuba ibaratero. Mojuba gade ni bo ibaratero. Mojuba mi egon ibaratero. Mojuba baba la ko ibaratero. Mojuba egon yeye ibaratero. Mojuba oyara fite ebe egungun ibaba iba yeye. Mojuba ogun nola. Mojuba olusegun. Mojuba gra. Mojuba goda. Mojuba ate bolo. Mojuba akiyumi. Kama se ocean ede olusegun. Kama se tipalagbo bo. Kama se oba de timo Oba de for me a dick bad boy ire la ire ayo ire owo kosi kukote ofokote wahala kosi transition kosi middle kosi witchcraft kosi obulubu kosi anything that comes against our destiny I do pray in my name we pray to shall be ire I say.
Yeah, I'm trying to get off that subject so bad, y'all, but this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. I promise y'all this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this. First of all, we all humans. Bump being adults, we are humans. Number two, some of that shit is foul out there. And the reason why I could talk about it is because, yes, now I'm vegetarian. I wasn't always vegetarian. I seen the other side. I wasn't a person that just always ate meat or a person that just always was vegan. I've lived both lives so I can compare from my own 2 cents. The stuff that y'all smell like after it comes out is horrible. There's no way in hell the whole hallway or people got a fan in the bathroom 10-20 minutes after you done left out of it. Some of y'all women are horrible. These public restrooms, you walk in a stall and it smell like y'all funky asses and y'all not even in there. That's not right. That is not right, and that is not healthy. Stop. This is a vegan house. You don't smell none of that shit. You don't even smell farts in this house. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, Putin, all that, you don't smell that shit around here like that, unless it was an egg day, something like that went on. But it's not like how other people, and I say that because we have some meat eaters that like to come by and visit, and it's a whole nother change. The stuff you smell from a meat eater is not the things you would smell from someone who has a more alkaline diet. Okay. Y'all could not believe it all y'all want to. Go around some vegans. Just spend a night at some vegans' house for like 3-4 days. Enough days where you realize, damn, people don't went to the bathroom and I ain't smelt it. Y'all think this shit funny, and I'm telling the truth. Y'all, please know I'm not being funny right now. Seriously, y'all think y'all so used to bad poops all your life. Y'all so used to people taking dumps all your life that y'all think shit supposed to smell like that. It was until I met my husband that I could go in the bathroom behind anyone in my family. You're not going to smell nothing but the plug-in. That's it. You're not going to smell no other aroma. And I just be so proud. I'm like, since I've been with this man, I ain't never smelled shit or fart. And this is a grown man that eats. So there's no excuse for some of the stuff we smell when meat eaters come out the bathroom. That is not healthy, y'all.
No,
that is altering your chemical balance. That is altering your mood. It's altering your mindset. All that's foul shit, y'all. Seriously.
it goes for both men and women. Whatever you eat, you are what you eat. So if you're eating a bunch of dead flesh, and do know that the meat that you're eating out there is dead flesh, and it's been sitting there for quite a while. If you really got some fresh meat, you'll still see it moving. You'll still see blood flowing through it. You're out there eating this dead flesh, and you know if it just sat on the table and started rotting and stinking, you couldn't stand in the house with it. You would have to throw it away. Well, this is what's inside of your body. So for the men, with your secretion, guess what it probably tastes like while you mad because you can't get no air.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if y'all ready to talk about that. This is a little bit too grown, but oh well, because it needs to be talked about. Men, if you don't got the right diet, yes, you taste horrible. They only swallow your asses because they freaky. Now, women, go to a man that's vegan. When I say the shit tastes sweet, I don't know how the fuck that ever happened. We was taught sperm was acidic. Oh nah, when you got a player that care about his temple enough, okay, that don't just put anything in their body, the secretions don't taste like all that bitter, it don't have that fishy smell. It's too much going on when you go to the vegan side and you be like, yeah, it's been years, right? You don't smell your own poop, do you? No, you don't. We ain't up here talking shit. We is not talking shit, y'all. You do not smell that. Okay, y'all don't believe us? Let's talk about it the scientifically way. We're about to give it to y'all. Let's go to science, okay? Let's go to science, you all. So you all can go research how long it takes for the foods that you eat on a daily basis to break down. Yeah, okay? Okay. Go research it. If you done had a burger, you done had some sausage and eggs or some bacon, you know, whatever, so fried chicken, go type in how long does it take to process in the body? How long does it take to break down? And then you do the math. So that means that's a food sitting inside your body that smell. Okay, boom, y'all ain't ready for this. Bad breath, ain't smelt it. All that morning breath shit, I'm keeping it real. This is a real transparent moment. I have never smelt my baby's breath. And when I say never, not waking up, not in the middle of night, not in a new day, never. I don't know about you. I don't know. Have you ever smelled my breath?
Morning breath. Always get morning kisses.
We always get morning kisses. All that funky ass shit be those dead flesh sitting inside of your intestines. Okay? Chicken and turkey is healthy if you're growing it.
Right.
Are you there on the chicken farms? Do you know what they're feeding the chickens? Do you know what conditions they're living in? Do you know if they're living in a cage with their poop and pee all day?
Are they pumped up with these hormones so that you get extra big breasts?
Do you know what they're injected with? Are you growing your own chickens? Do you know a farmer personally where you get your chicken from? Do you know a butcher personally where you get fresh meat from? That's when we talk about healthy. Okay? That's what we mean by eating healthy. We mean we buying all this shit out of the grocery stores and thinking that meat was just cut that day. That meat wasn't shipped from places. That meat wasn't shipped from cold warehouses.
Send it warm places, spray it with ammonia so that it can stay looking and smelling fresh.
Right. So if it ain't off of somebody's farm that you know, it is not healthy.
Nope.
It's not.
When you go and buy meats, they actually now it's not even a thing. They actually have vegan or fresh farm fed or kosher. When you go and buy kosher for the Jewish people out there, they don't eat the same type of meat that you're eating in the store. They go to a butcher, they go to a halal market where it is actually sacrificed ritually. Where it's not just slaughtered with all this fear and stuff, and now you're intaking it. No, it's so much that you're not understanding because they won't let you. And for those who say I was raised up on meat, you wasn't just raised up on meat. You were raised up on meat, protein, breads, vegetables, fruits, dairy. You were raised up on all those things. The minute people say that if I take meat out my diet, I don't know what else to eat. Did you forget everything else you ate? Did you forget how fulfilling everything else was?
Yes.
You don't like the taste of meat. You like what? Seasoning. You like the seasoning stuff, the herbs that go on it. Just eat the herbs then.
Absolutely. For those who are not understanding the big vegan movement, we know you all that have books. We're gonna get into your readers. For those who are not understanding the vegan movement or the vegetarian movement, is not because it's illegal to eat animals. You know, for those who are biblical like us, we follow the biblical dietary laws. But reason why you see such a big mass of people converting over to vegetarian or veganism is because of protection. We have stepped into an arena of protecting ourselves. We are not in the same days. This is not color purple days when they was running around on that farm catching them chickens to be dinner that night. We used to have them days. That was only about 50 years ago, 50, 60 years ago. Our families was eating the meats that they were growing, that they was raising. Okay? We just got into this grocery store shit buying frozen dead meat that's been on that shelf for at least 7 days. Okay? That's all this freezing meat thinking it's fresh. That's some new shit.
Yeah.
So if y'all not understand why people are going vegan, it's because animals are not getting treated the same way. Everything has turned into mass production. Everything has just turned into money. They don't care what them people out there fucking animals. Them people out there doing all type of things to animals. And then you got to understand animals feel things, okay? They're not robots. They're living organisms. Okay, they breathe, they mate, they reproduce. So they feel things. So this energy you're putting into your body, you're putting in this energy into your body of these animals that was done and tortured all kind of ways, treated all kind of ways, fed things out of their diet, and now you're taking it to yourself. That's why people are going vegan. Not that oxtails ain't good. Oxtails probably the best meat they ever thought to, you know, give our people, because if y'all didn't know, they was giving that to our people as slaw, as you know,
to tell.
You know, they was trying to eat all the good parts and feed all our people the nasty parts.
And the nose.
Our people was just so godly, they was able to make meals out of that. Now oxtails going for $17 when it used to be the slop. It used to be what the masters didn't want to eat. Not masters, we're not gonna call them that. What those slaveholders used to eat. You know, we couldn't eat what they ate at that time. So, of course, oxtails are great. I would love a Jamaican beef patty right now. Some jerk chicken off the motherfucking chain. But when it comes to being awakened, when it comes to being conscious, people talking about they on a spiritual journey. I don't know how spiritual you can be when you eat animals that's been done wrong all day long. But then you want to call on Orishas and be holier than thou and give offering, but you don't care how animals are being treated, how animals are being bred to just die. No life, no walks throughout the land, no finding a mate, none of this shit, no life for them. They just straight get born and ready to get slaughtered. Okay. So that's why a lot of people are going vegan, if y'all did not know. It's too much shit that they doing to animals right now. No. Support your local farms. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, you know them areas out there where it stank when you riding by, like, oh, this stank. Okay, the fresh animals though.
Yep. That's your real meat.
You need to get on their butcher list. Find out when they're gonna be butchering you some fresh steaks. Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna eat the meat, eat good meat.
Now I'm gonna say one more thing, because the ancestors seem like they ain't gonna let this go. I need to say this so we can move on. Then we're gonna jump into the those that have book. All right. So as we were speaking earlier of our community being over sexualized, they want to let our people know. The message is our community will continue to grow sexually out of control, because it is a beast that is growing into the actual cancer, into the actual virus. What's starting this virus, the sexual virus that y'all think is just STDs, not just STDs going through our community. We have true sexual demons going through our community, and our community is being over sexualized because of the sexual exploitation that takes place within the homes at young age that doesn't get talked about. There's been too many generations of people being molested and raped at young ages, and nothing is being done about it. So what's happening is this horrible, horrible sexual curse that's just growing in our community. Okay? The only thing that gets glorified in our community is sex now. Whether you're twerking, whether you got an outfit that's showing everything, you know, whether they got songs out there talking about everything, all that's going to continue to be glorified until we start really hitting the nail on the head, until we start really getting to the true root of the issue in our community. We got so many people thinking that being whores is okay, being slutty is okay. The reason why they think that shit is okay because they don't want to talk about the real issue that people thought it was okay what was done with them. Nobody wanted to speak up for them. Nobody wanted to say, no, you shouldn't have been touched. That should never happen to you. So now these people grow up as adults, and that's all they're screaming out, is that them being sexual is okay. They're trying to take back their sexuality. They want to be in control of their sexuality now. They want to give it to who they want to give it to and talk about it who they want to talk about it with now, because nobody cared when it was done to them at a time where they were innocent. These are real problems we got going on in our community. And the more y'all think dressing up there like hookers while being married, while being mothers is okay, the more y'all support gay males being slutty and being hookers, the more y'all support that crazy ass shit. Don't ask for much from the future, because you're creating your future today.
Okay.
This shit looks silly. White people got channels for their shit. You don't see all their artists out there looking like that.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift ain't never dressed like that, and she makes so much money. Britney Spears, she got a little bit of that out and then went right back to just being crazy. Okay, you didn't see Adele all out there like that, but she made money. Robin Thicke, you know, his girls was looking classy in those videos. They weren't doing all that stuff Cardi B and, you know, them people doing, and they're talented. I believe Cardi B is really talented. I love her story. I love where she came from and how she came up. But what she's promoting, I think she could be promoting something greater.
Awesome.
So, family, y'all ready to get into these messages?
I know I'm ready.
I know Miss China said she would go ahead and take that card pull. Miss China, are you ready? Miss Daymonisha? And reason, really, you already got a reading, so it's not going to be much different till you get all of your work done. Mm-hmm. That's what we try to tell our family. The messages will be repetitive until you actually do the work. It's like going to the doctor, and the doctor gave you a prescription. You didn't fulfill the prescription, but you're going back to the doctor. Well, they're going to ask you, well, did you take the prescription? What else do you think they're going to, you know, tell you if you haven't taken a prescription?
And that's a major misconception of going to readers or diviners or your local juju people, is that you think that something's going to change because they change. If they're communing with spirit, best believe spirit is only going to say the same thing. So, yes, you want your card pull. Is there a certain deck that you want to get from? What deck did you hear from last time? You want to do a relationship card pull?
Yes, what deck do you want to get a reading from? Because definitely you've been told some things in the inbox.
We need to hear from the messenger deck.
We have 3 decks out tonight. For those where it's not your first time getting a reading in our house, you get to choose what deck you would like. We got the True Love Tarot Love deck, speaking of your love life, relationships. We have the Orisha Tarot deck, the old heads. And then we have the Messengers. Miss Damonish again, are you still with us?
All right, so I know we're about to get into a reading, right? I put Yaomi Tola, my wife, onto some beatboxing. If y'all never watched beatboxing, they are doing some things. That is a talent that may be overlooked. I might want to look, and I'm going to go ahead and shout them out. MB14, beatboxing champion to us. The way he was doing some songs, the noises that he was making with his mouth. If y'all want some entertainment on your phone watching YouTube, type in MB14 beatboxing. Gonna entertain you.
Oh, thank you for rating. We appreciate you. Yes, we'll definitely make sure that you are first on tomorrow. We appreciate you tuning in with us. Miss Shanquelle Franklin Winter.
You make sure you get you some rest when operating them vehicles.
Baba. Get some rest for me too. Hey, Kale, we love you. We're waiting on baby number 5 now.
Two buses. When the children driving
Baba actually have an SUV now. Oh, shit.
All right. You just make sure you get some rest before driving that tractor bus. Okay? She got a Greyhound bus, y'all. Called the Shea Express.
I do pray for the love, Mother Misia. We love you, Shay Shay. It was a blessing to have you tune in. You and Frank came in.
We love that.
Shay, we didn't need you to. You need rest. That's your sleeping you talking.
Go ahead and get you some sleep, okay? You see what you're talking about already? Ramming people with your big tractor truck.
I'll never let you go.
Damonish again, are you still here?
Miss Gant, you finally got your last name right now.
Miss Gant.
Right now I am final. I'm final. Make my money, make it feel.
Alafia, Miss B. McCoy. Will McCoy in the house. Lafayette, thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Lafayette.
How's your two family out there doing?
Lafayette. So did you still want to get this card pull, even though you just got a reading? So we like to tell people who get their readings, until you do the work, the messages can get repetitive. So if you already been given a prescription, and if you haven't done that yet, not much is going to change. So we was also saying the different decks that we had out. Since you got to read them before, we got the True Love Tarot, if you want to get a card pull from there. The Orisha O heads. And we have the Messenger deck. Ashe. Oh, we love you, Mother Misia. All right, we got the Messenger deck. Remember your life path number?
I was still recommending that deck for you. I'll share.
You just like the Messenger deck.
I love the Messenger deck. Life path number
1. New beginnings in the house.
Number 1, stand up. The babies are the house.
Let's see what the messages have to say. We like the messages because they're actually an oracle deck. Y'all know oracle decks are different from tarot decks. But most people who are tarot readers are definitely oracle readers. And most people that are oracle readers are definitely tarot readers. It's just another form of expressing.
See how shady do this? Don't make us come out tomorrow.
She's slick.
They think
she
that's
doing. Wow, I'm gonna hit it early too. 5 o'clock live.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Damonisha Gant. Let's go ahead and get into these messages. We know family been waiting long enough. I share a Dupree family. Papa Lekba Eshua, we come to you on behalf of Damonisha Gant. Damonisha Gant. We ask for great messages on behalf of Damonisha Gant. Ashe.
You ready?
Ashe. Great ancestors, we come to you on behalf of Damonisha Gant. We ask for great messages on behalf of Damonisha Gant. Kawakabe, Seo, Bakoso, Ati Bobo, Orishas, we come to you on behalf of Damonisha Gant. We ask for great messages on behalf of Damonisha Gant. Olodumare, we come to you on behalf of Damonisha Gant. We ask for great messages on behalf of Damonisha Gant. Ashe.
You ready?
Wow. I think that's a beautiful message. A beautiful message. As a number one, as a life path number one that you are, number one comes from you. Number one comes for you in your message with a new day dawns, okay? A new day dawns, number one. Speaking on this situation that you're really feeling a little beat up about, what you're beating yourself over, you're kind of taking it hard. And then what they want to let you know that this too shall pass. This doesn't last forever. Okay, the way that you're looking at it, you're looking at it as if this is the end of your life, and they want you to understand when one phase of your life closes, so another one can open. Okay, death brings forth life. It brings forth rebirth. That's how we have rebirth. Okay, death and rebirth. So when you see a chapter of your life closes, it's because another one is beginning. So you should be joyous. You should actually be happy. You should be very excited to know that you are walking into new. Know that you're about to experience new in life. Some people are wanting new so bad. They want a new car. They want to move. They want hell. Some of them want a new husband, a new wife. So this is a very exciting time for you, and know what you have control of. This time use your creativity. Be in control of what comes in. So you won't be so, down when things do end. You have control over that as well.
I say, I love this message. I love this message, especially for you, life path number 1, because you are going to have to embrace new beginnings. You're going to have to embrace new beginnings. And now that you fully understand and know that number 1 is new beginnings, you know that this too shall pass. That's my grandfather's favorite saying. Shout out to them Woli codes. This too shall pass. So this is going to pass. That means you have to be embracing and waiting for the new to come. That means you also have to be knowing that this is going to end as well. That's the power of the mouth. That is the power of the tongue. The power of manifestation. Knowing that the old is not going to last for long. Knowing that whatever bull crap we go through in life, this too shall pass. This is going to be a chapter within a book. You have lived a book and you are still adding to your chapters. Go back in time and you'll relive those chapters. So as a new day dawns for you, understand that whatever you are going through, you shall make it through. Exactly. Out with the old and in with the new.
And they want you to understand that new is something to be excited for. It's nothing to come in with negative, with old stagnant energy. Remove all of that old energy so you can embrace the new like you're supposed to. You want to reap the full benefits of walking into new. You don't want to mess up what you have coming by still focusing on what was done away with, what was old, what's in the past. Okay, we're supposed to learn from our past so we don't repeat our past. That is why we have histories, to learn from the mistakes, to hear about what mistakes were made. Are those mistakes similar to what I'm making? If they are, if we look at history, we saw what happened when those mistakes were made. So we should not continue to make those mistakes if we know from history what plays out, how the story plays out. So you want to always be in control of your ending. All things end.
Sure. Life is supposed to be unexpected. You're not supposed to be already knowing what's coming. Then there's no excitement in living.
There's no purpose in life at all.
There's no purpose. So you have to be with that blind faith, knowing that what comes next is going to be another chapter that you can handle. This is what life consists of. This is why we sit around the elders, listening to their old stories, their chapters that they had in their books. We lost that art in sitting around the elders and listening to them, listening to the stories, not being heard.
Yeah, to be scared of something, I like to look at that. I like to look at that energy as a waste, because we all have that energy. We're all scared of something, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't change anything. Just because you're scared of something doesn't mean it doesn't make it happen. Instead of being scared of things, I think we should be aware. We should be knowledgeable. If you're knowledgeable of what you're walking into, then you are knowledgeable about the outcomes. You're knowledgeable about the many different ways that something can happen, or the many different ways something can go in. But when you're just scared, it's just a waste and bundle of energy that's not doing anything. It's not getting you out of a situation, and it's not getting you into a situation. So when people use fear, or they're scared the what's new, they're scared of what's coming, it's gonna come regardless. It's gonna happen regardless. What's supposed to happen is gonna happen. Now, what's not happening is us being in control of what's happening. That's what our people keep forgetting. We think we're just supposed to be sitting here waiting for something to happen, but we was given free will. That means we can play a big part in our own lives and the decisions that we choose to make. I'm afraid that I'm going to be afraid to love again. My mind is already in a one-track setting that I don't want to experience the old anymore. Well, then don't experience the old anymore. If you see someone coming that reminds you of the old, why go through with it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a sign. You know now what you don't want. That should be even more confidence to move forward versus you just getting out there in a dating pool and don't know nothing. Don't know that people can be betrayed, be betraying. Don't know people can be liars. Don't know people can talk a good game and not backing up. Now that you know these things, you are walking forward with more tools. You are more prepared. You know, when people get jobs and they get many jobs, they get more experience on their resume. You know, taking a new position and something that they've done before is not going to be the same as the first day on a job and you ain't never done that job before. You done lied on that resume. Yes, you're wiser now. There's no point of being scared if you know what you don't want. You should be scared when you don't know what you want, when you just trying shit. Now you're not just trying shit. Now you're not just dating someone because they say they want to date. Now you're looking at, okay, what do they come with? What do they have to offer? That's nothing to be scared about.
What we fear is what we end up going through. Because you're putting so much energy towards that situation, that's the situation that you're expecting. We don't like to think of it like that, but it's exactly like that. You're putting all the energy into what you're afraid of instead of in taking the greatness that will come.
Definitely. And it's not just men, it's people. People are wearing many masks these days. As readers, we can't even just say it's just men. It's not just men. It's some fake ass women out there too.
Mm-hmm.
It's people. That's why we got to become a better community so we can, mold better people. We got to start back being, accountable, held accountable for our actions. And then the actions will be, thought about a little bit more.
The devil is a deceiver. The devil is not a certain person. I know we got caught up with the Matrix. I know this is just a carpool. You're getting extended time on your carpool. But I have to tell this to everybody because we all need to understand. The devil is anybody who deceives you. The devil was not once an angel. Lucifer
was once an angel, not a devil. Not the devil.
The devil is not a certain one person with horns and a pitchfork under the ground.
That's Satan.
The etymology of devil, family, write this down. The etymology of devil is deceiver. Somebody who deceives you, lie to you. That is a devil.
Yes, Lucifer was the fallen angel. Okay. And then you have Satan. Someone else that's a part of the underworld crew.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But these are different entities. When we're speaking on the devil, we're speaking of that as a title that's given to those who deceive. It's not just one person with pitchforks and horns. Okay. Great explanation, Baba. Great message for number one on their journey. Knowing that you will be experiencing a lot, so you will know more. You don't know about what you don't go through. You heard about it. But you don't really know until you really experience it for yourself. If someone would have told you he ain't shit, you probably wouldn't have believed them. You probably would have thought they was hating, they just mad, yada, yada, yada. But now, you know for yourself. That happens to a lot of our people. You can't really tell people what to do anymore. You can advise them, you can recommend, but if someone would have came and told you, hey, don't deal with him, we do it with our mamas.
Mm-hmm.
Our mamas tell us all the time, oh, but he ain't a good one. 8, 9 years later, here he is trying to get away from that nigga that she said in the beginning wasn't a good one. But we didn't see the bullshit yet. We didn't go through none of it. So how would we know? All right. Next, we have yes. Okay, next we have Miss Christine Nunez. Come on in, Miss Lionessa. Christine Nunez. After Christine Nunez, we have Delisha Cole.
I said we pray that y'all are still tuning in. You know, we got one of them that went night-night.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks she's slick. All right. All right.
Have you gotten a reading in this house before? Life path number 8. Let's go. Which deck would you like to get a card pull for? I mean, a mini reading from? The Risha Ohes, the Messengers, or would you like the True Love Tarot? You gotta be real. Wow, that's not even off it no more, honey. Got an older soul in the house.
Mm-hmm. Money lady. Generational wealth. True love deck. All right.
Relationship coming out, y'all, is bold.
I said it. I said once pride deck come around, creeping around the corner, the love deck gonna come out. I said it.
Y'all some bold people. That's all I say. That's all I gotta say.
She said, F it, let's do it. Chips on the table.
Wow.
Okay.
Well. She done brought them true love out, y'all. She's so bold.
You ever got your love reading on live before? I bet
Girl.
You probably got 1 or 2 people who actually repeatedly get theirs on live. Most of the time they get theirs live first time and always inboxing that.
These type of people be them adrenaline rushes.
Yeah.
You feeling the good vibes? Ashe, we always have good vibes. Ashe, that's why we love the House of Confirmation.
And don't be thinking that these good vibes gonna mask over what spirit gonna say.
Well. Get a Papa Lekba Eshuo, Christine Nunez. We ask for great messages on behalf of Christine Nunez. Christine Nunez, Christine Nunez. Do not block us. Do not trick us. Relay our messages. Relay our blessings. Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
Ireo. Girl, let's see what they got to say because we don't know nothing about your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't even get nobody to read. We just reading you. Great ancestors, we come to you on behalf of Christina Nunez. We ask for great messages on behalf of her relationships, her love life. Kawakabi, Obakoso, Shango. We come to you on behalf of Christina Nunez. We ask for great messages on behalf of Christina Nunez. Ella Damari, we come to you on behalf of Christina Nunez. We ask for great messages on behalf of Christina Nunez. Ashe. Ooh, Ashe.
Ashe. Right.
Ashe. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get on in here.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I don't know if you're in a relationship or not, but the way these cards fell, you're dealing with somebody. You got something going on, whether it's what you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. You're dealing with somebody. And they want to definitely speak on the passion is not there like it used to be. Okay, you don't have your passion like you used to be. You don't feel the same way about yourself how you used to feel. You don't feel the same way about the person like you used to feel. You had Ace of Roses, got passion coming in a softball, coming in a negative, saying that there's definitely some issues going on in a passion area. They're also speaking on competition. They're speaking of other people being in the way. So whoever you're dealing with, whether it's you or them, there's some other people in the way. There's the attention is not undivided. It's not undivided attention. It's definitely other conversations, other opinions going on that is really making it harder for you all to connect like you're supposed to, or really connect and focus on you all. There's other people's energies in the way. And they're definitely speaking on you being too nice. Mm-hmm. You're definitely being too nice. You're being an overgiver. You're not really receiving what you're giving out. And you're letting shit slide that you normally wouldn't. You're letting this person get away with things because you have a big heart, because you're a nice person. Whoever this may be, whoever you're dealing with.
Yeah. Either way, if you're in a relationship or even if you're not, it's showing how you are in relationships. It's showing that you show more passion than the other person. You're more generous than the other person. It's not an equal balance there. And it seems as if you're trying to make sure that the competition doesn't win, which there may be competition there. There may be somebody else taking their attention away.
Yeah, definitely. It's like you're doing more. You're overexerting yourself, just trying to get the attention on you, just to try to get what you're supposed to receive from a secluded relationship. They got you going out of your way and still not getting what you're supposed to receive out of it. I'm not even sure if you're really serious with this person. You was just trying to try it out, or you're trying to see where it's going, but it's not enough serious energy in this bond, in this relationship. It's not enough good things going on that I would say that it should be worth working for. This is definitely showing that other people are in the picture. This is definitely showing that this person is not giving as much as you're giving. This person is not putting in as much as you're putting in. And the passion is not there. That spark, that fire is not there. Girl, we don't know who they talking about. We don't know.
You with the bold one. Definitely, I want to recommend you have some Oshun work. You need, oh Lord, okay.
Girl.
Lord. Lord. And pronunciate that word.
Love.
Lord.
Love.
Definitely, you need some self-love work. You're giving a lot and you're quite drained out trying to do more than you need to be doing in a long-term relationship or so.
Yeah, you're doing most of the work. It's coming up. You have overextended your generosity. You have been more than nice. Okay? You have been more than nice. So if you love Oshun, you know that she wouldn't put up with this.
No.
You know that much about Yayo Oshun. Yayo Oshun is not.
Oh, Yayo Oshun does not deal with such disgustingness. No. Such disrespect. No. Such unevenness. No. She'll leave and go to her mother before that.
Yayo Oshun only accepts the finer things. For these people that love Yayo Oshun, what exactly do you love about it? Is it just her name?
Because she's sweet.
Because she only accepts the finer things. So if you truly are indeed reflecting the relationship that you have with Yayo Oshun, you should only be accepting the finer things.
You try to overachieve is what you call overachieving. You're trying to compensate.
You're trying to overcompensate for those who are not doing that part.
Right. You being an overachiever doesn't mean that you go in and play their role too.
That's not overachiever.
I'm super. I can do both. Okay.
You're an overachiever when you're putting that energy into yourself. But when you're putting that energy into something that's supposed to be equal, that's not overachieving. That's playing makeup for someone who's not doing their part. Playing somebody else's part is not overachieving. They definitely want to make that clear.
Yeah, I thought I was an overachiever when I was young, and I would do my siblings' chores because I knew I could. I had the strength, I had the energy. Why not go ahead and take care of them dishes if they're not going to be? We all gonna get fussed at anyway. I thought I was an overachiever until I realized I was a crutch. Some elder had to come and tell me, "You're being a crutch for your siblings. They never learn." Well, I thought I was doing a great job, and I was hindering somebody and made me look bad. All right, overachiever.
So yes, reevaluate your relationship with Oshun. Where the Patek key are you playing out? Are you acting out the role of Oshun? Are you going through what Oshun went through when she was only looked at for sex and just for her beauty and nothing else? Are you acting out the role of Oshun where she was the leader of 400 men when she led 400 men? Are you acting out the role of Oshun where she actually blessed her husband and blessed his business? Are you acting out the role of Oshun where she got into jealousy and envy and tricked by the first wife, her sister wife, out of the house, out of the home? Go deeper into your relationship with Oshun that you love. And definitely work on self-love with Yayo Oshun because she is the reflection. She reflects onto you. So what are you reflecting? What is your relationship reflecting? What is your partner reflecting? Because this right here, you cannot bring this to Oshun. You cannot offer this to Oshun and say, hey, this is the best relationship I can have. This is the greatest, this is the finest relationship I can have, because that's who you are supposed to be. That's the Oshun in you. Only receiving the better things, the finer things in life. That comes with what? Self-respect. That's how much self-love Oshun has. That's how much love Oshun has for herself, that she only receives the greatest things. We can only come to her with the finest things, the finest offering, even if it's characters. First card say the passion is not their love. That's one. Then they talk about other people in the picture. Then they say you being too nice.
Sound like a trait of overachiever. Think is overachieving. Take the blindfolds off.
Casting the pearl before the sun is not overachieving. Not allowing somebody to learn from their mistakes is not overachieving. You gotta let people learn from their mistakes so they can grow. You want people to grow. You want people to grow. You don't want to hinder people growth, like Baba stated. You don't feel the passion. Was the first card that came in, it came in negative. So the cards ain't lying. As I said, we didn't even read no partner. He didn't even give us no other name to read, and this came up. So
you know what? It sounds like when somebody says I'm overachieving and we're talking about a relationship, sounds like you're trying to put in more because of course you achieved your mark, right? Which you thought that he would be achieving that mark, but because he didn't, he fell short. You had to make up in it and overachieving. So you thought it was even the whole time, and now Spirit is having to tell you what you already know. There's no passion. That was your extra overachieving passion that made it feel like it was even. But now that you sit back and look at it, it wasn't.
Yeah, you got many asking you. That's that competition. That's that other people coming in play. That's what they spoke on. Other people involved. So you kind of already know where you should go with this. Don't drag this on. You've already invested 15 years of your life in this. It would be great to get some of that energy back. And you think it's going to come from that situation. It's showing it's not. Move on so you can get all the energy that you thought you lost, that you thought you wasted, and get it back in return. I did. I thought it was magical. All the things that I did in a relationship with others, I saw it being done for me finally. Like, oh my goodness.
Universe, it will work in its even way. It will balance
Yes,
things
it
out.
will. I'm a witness on that.
You have any questions for your love reading? It wasn't a bad reading.
It just was the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth. I wouldn't call that on me, but
yeah,
it's good that you got the confirmation that you needed.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're gonna do moving forward from now, but I mean, everyone already see it.
Baba.
You got spirit already bringing you new into your life. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Other men would need to ask you out if this is the one.
You can't call us guys after getting a reading. My wife is not a guy. I may be a male, but not even a guy. God has low common standards. We get so confused in the matrix, we call each other guys, even if it's a group full of women. You'll still say, hey, guys. Guys is supposed to be guys and gals. There was a difference before. And this ain't even your first reading.
We hope that these messages help you along your journey. No apologies needed. This is a place of each one teach one, just a learning place of learning. We apologize when we offend. I didn't take offense to it. I'm sure Baba did.
Me no Bati boy, so me gotta get that under control. No Bati boy, no guy here.
Okay? I do pray, Goddess.
I do pray.
Next, we have Jalisha Cole. Jalisha Cole, are you still viewing?
Before we get into your reading, Alafia, Jaleisha, I just want to say real quick, Nikki, are you on? You gotta get a whip. You want a whip?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki! Girl, these candles.
Woo!
Oh my God.
And every time it hit you like you almost forgot how good it smelled. How is Nikki? Yeah, okay, yeah, you, goddaughter. Once again, I'm gonna shout your candles out again. These are the most delicious smelling candles I have ever smelled in my life, okay?
The sense of smacking.
I just want to say, I mean, even once the candle is done, family, keep the container and just open it from time to time and get a whiff of smell of it, and it's just going to change your whole personification of everything.
Yes, we've kept this container for like a month. The candle been done, but you can still smell it when you take the top off. It's like a plug-in that don't need to be plugged in now.
Yeah.
Alafia Camacho.
Alafia. So, yeah, I want to say, Ekuche once again on your candles. Ashe. Make sure you post your link now.
Soft scented. Go ahead and tag soft scented up in here.
Ashe. Camacho Harris. Omoshango Moya.
All right, we got Jaleisha. You ready for this card pull? Oh, we love you.
Oh, we love you too. Every time we open up this thing, which is like every day, just to get a smell, scream out your name. Naked. Doing this. All right. Jalisha Cole.
Which deck are you getting a card pull from tonight?
All right, Nikki, back on DJ.
The messenger. Okay.
They on fire tonight.
We see you ran from that love deck. Woo. We see that much.
Don't let them cool off. Don't let them cool off.
We need the love deck to cool off.
They get in the business.
They juicy.
In the business.
You said the juicy. The lovely number.
In Omi's voice.
I sure.
No love that tonight.
She tripped me out with that and no me.
Our lovely number 3.
Y'all is fancy. Fancy, I say fancy. Oh shit! Oh yeah, in the house.
Okay. Okay. Don't get me started.
Hey.
Oh yeah, young.
Yep.
Yep.
Sure. I don't know why Oya was in call like that before your reading, but she definitely came out here whipping it. Jalisha Cole. Papa Legba, sure. We come to you on behalf of Jalisha Cole. Jalisha Cole, Jalisha Cole. Do not block us, do not trick us. Our lovely number 3. We ask for great messages, great blessings. Ashe. Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. You ready?
Great ancestors, we come to you on behalf of Jalisha Cole. We ask for great messages on behalf of Jalisha Cole. Great messages, great spirit, guides, Bolo Risha. We come to you on behalf of Jalisha Cole. Kawakabi, AC, Sean Love. So we ask for great messages on behalf of Jalisha Cole. Ella Dumari, we come to you on behalf of Jalisha Cole. We ask for great messages on behalf of Jalisha Cole. Ashe.
Ashe. You ready?
I think that's a great message, a great healing message.
And it's so crazy, and you know I don't even have to say that. It's your fault why I said that. Crazy. But how Oya was called up, and this was her message.
Can we talk about it? That is so true. That is so powerful. Wow.
Heed this message.
Heed this message. Okay. First of all, the card that came for you was change is unavoidable. Okay, that means you can't avoid change. That's something you cannot stop. Change is unavoidable, and it came with the energy of 6, the vibration of 6, speaking on healing and decision making. Change, as we all know, the Orisha changes Oya. Oya is the Orisha change. Oya is the Orisha of death and rebirth, of transformation. As the tornadoes was already posted before your card came. Ekishe family, y'all are definitely synced in.
On it. I said, Oya, I would recommend working with Oya straight to work for you with this card pull, because it's obvious like Oya is coming to say that you need to embrace change, whether you have not been wanting to change or you have not been ready for the change, but change is coming either way and it's unavoidable. So it's best that you just get ready. Go ahead and work with Oya. I would definitely give Oya 9 plums. Anytime when you give Oya some, not 9 plums, but 9 eggplants. Give Oya 9 eggplants. And you can just go ahead and give this to a big tree in your yard. Anytime when you give Oya, you are accepting the fact that she is coming with change. And best that you be in the middle of the tornado, as the tornado was posted right there. She is the mother of the tornado. We know when a tornado comes through that it creates everything to be changed. If it's not destroying everything, everything is getting switched up and changed. You're going to stay safest in the middle of the tornado, the eye of the storm, rather than you being on the edge. That's what you fear. Everyone fears of being on the edge.
Absolutely. They're definitely speaking of a situation that you might not be wanting to let go. It's a situation that you might not be wanting to let go. Someone you may not be wanting to be leaving behind, but they want to let you know that it's inevitable. For your growth, for what you're professing, for what you're trying to manifest, for what you want out of your life and out of your families. There's certain relationships, there's certain sceneries, there's certain things that you may have gotten used to that must change. They're not beneficial to what you're asking for. They're not beneficial for what you're trying to do. So this is definitely a season of change for you. And they said it's for your better good. It's for your healing. It's to teach you how to make better decisions. Understanding change. Understanding that things change.
As an Omo Oya steps into the room as we are speaking on you working with Oya. Definitely Oya is speaking very heavy for you all around the corner. I mean, you can't dispute it. We can't dispute it. Work with more Oya since you have been studying on Oya. That is spirit guiding you to who you need to be working with.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe that's a pretty straightforward message.
I mean, that was amazing. I was loving all of that. Spirit is nice the way they have things worked out. You have any questions about your carpool? You've even been given an elbow.
A Lafayette family that's coming in.
I said Lafayette was just speaking on Oya. Oya, tornadoes came up on the phone. Then Oya came in. Ooh. Take these messages. Take these messages. Work with Oya more.
Absolutely. Is it a person? Well, if that's what you're hearing in your head, it probably is.
That's first thought.
Yeah, that's we're not there, so to know. All we're doing is relaying the message. So however you take the message, however you perceive the message, First thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna say go with first thought. We're not gonna play the guessing game with a carpool.
No.
That's the first thing you think of, and that's the first thing that you've been battling. Change. If not, y'all gonna come change for you. Sometimes we don't want it like that, but if it's necessary, then so shall it be.
Go along with the transition. Every change is not negative. Every change is not for bad. Everything serves its purpose. Everything happens for a reason. So hopefully this message gave you strength to know that you're going in the right direction. That's how I would take this message to know if I'm hearing change is unavoidable. That means what I'm doing, what I'm going through was going to have to happen regardless. Mm-hmm. It was going to have to play out this way regardless because it was needed to go this way. Now, you can always jump back in that inbox with us so we can talk deeper on this, but we think you pretty much got it.
Yeah, you got this. You know exactly.
Because we've been talking about this situation for a while now. Not too long, but enough to know that you've been mustering up enough energy to actually get this done and over it. I say. Alapia, beautiful family. Alapia, Akintoye.
Akintoye.
Julie Omoya. Yes, change is necessary.
Tell her.
Without change, we'll have nothing. Can y'all imagine staying a baby your whole life? Yeah. Can you imagine being a baby all your life? There'll be no adults. There'll be no parents. There'll be no way for other children to come.
Mm-hmm.
That's just being true. Everything changes. But what we're forgetting is things are supposed to change for the better, not for the worse. Yes, the world will always change, but the shit that's changing on in the world, is it for the better? We gotta always make sure that it changes for the better.
And if you're in a situation for too long, you know you're supposed to get out. And your ancestors don't want you in there, they're gonna get you out. They're gonna get you out. They're gonna call upon these Orishas to get you out. Like, oh y'all.
Actually, absolutely.
Alafia, brother.
Alafia, Nathan. I do pray. Tonight has actually been a fun night. I must agree.
I say yes. Tonight has been quite a message. Make sure that everyone that's tuning in now, tune into the beginning.
Please watch
from the beginning. A lot of messages came through. You want to get those messages.
Absolutely.
Especially for the men, Nathan. Make sure. Go to the beginning. You gotta take some of this with us.
And y'all, so much is going on right now. Honestly, on behalf of what's going on with children going back to school, the government still got people thinking that they votes matter, like we ain't never learned at the electoral college. I'm not even gonna say much on that. There's not much you really can say. It just really shows where our people are stagnant at. Speaking on stagnant, speaking on changes.
A lot of changes need to be made. A lot of changes that need to be made on behalf of both genders, men and women. That's going to be better for when we come together. Kodapwe, I can too, yeah.
That shames what we all do in the community. We are a part of a great community. It's a lot of people holding it down. It's a lot of baby. Our baby is too. Ashe.
Have we not been speaking on homeschooling? And now what? Spirit has forced people to homeschool. That's why we say House of Confirmation has never been off of anything.
No, not really.
It's just now that family is now starting to realize maybe we should listen to Spirit. Spirit is actually ahead of the game.
Yeah, because we were speaking about this a couple of months ago and how it was needed and how we're supposed to be the first teachers and how we're not supposed to be using the schools as babysitting programs, as free daycare, But now, the shit is just really crazy. It's like, it's masks gotta be worn, but they got restaurants still open where you take your mask off at the seat.
Yeah.
What is that gonna have? Applebee's still open, all these bars and grills still open. It looks like just a lot. It looks like just a lot going on here.
Seems like it's not going to be the same. For everyone who's thinking that everything's gonna go back to being the same, it's not going to be. Change is happening right before your eyes, and a lot of you all are fighting it, want to go back to the old. Sounds like the old Moses story, if you ask me. Sound like a lot of us are trying to exit us up out of this whole system, the matrix. And a lot of us are like, oh no, please. They fed us so well. Pharaoh at least gave us meat.
Alafia goddess. Alafia, Miss Darlene. You are both inspirational and helpful. A lot of you are speaking positivity. Adupe, we are a great reflection of you all, family. We are reflecting the light that is in our community, the hope that is in our community, the knowledge that it is in our community. You know what I'm saying? Adupe to you, Miss Julie. I could share on your journey.
I share. Yeah, because we are also about waking others up to what they're able to do. We're not the only ones who can do this. A lot of us need to step up and help heal the community, speak more positive things into the community. So I say to all of those who are stepping up to their gifts and taking it as it's not an easy toll. It is not easy to carry the gifts, but it is a necessity. Indeed.
Right? Like I don't think it's easy being a nurse, but it has to be done.
Right.
I don't think it's easy to be a home health aide, but we need them. It's not easy being a disability teacher, but we need them. So every part that's needed in the world, it's not always going to be easy playing that part, but does it need to be played? Yes. And we have to play our role. Yes, it is, y'all. We love y'all, family. I love this crown. One of many, because we got the other crown. Oh my God.
Well, family.
Oh, we've enjoyed this time. We hope that you all tune in tomorrow because we already got Miss Shay Shay that has booked for tomorrow.
Yeah, she already being slick, so be looking out for a live tomorrow, family, even though we still got inbox filling up.
Yes, and thank you to all that have booked. We hope that you all enjoyed your messages.
And leaving reviews.
Please leave reviews, family.
I say we love you.
We love you, and we thank you. And until next time, Ada. Ada, family.
Yes, so.
We love y'all.
Right, not to right. Right, not to right. Don't want not to right. Right, not to